In the second game, El Paso Americas won 5-4. You've got Ava Reyes on the mound for Abilene High, and Cuevas is leading off as the batter for the Americas Trailblazers. First pitch comes in as strike one. Grounder hit the third, and it's going to be a bang-bang 5-3 play for the first out. And good job at third base for Abilene High. Firing that one across the middle was Bella Rocha as she got it over to Jewel Holes. So one away here in the top of the first. So Garava ready to bat now for the Lady Trailblazers here in the top of the first. Reyes steps away from the mound now. She's ready to plant and fire, and the first pitch is called strike one. We're glad you're along with us here on AISD Live for this third game in the best of three series here in the regional playoffs for Class 5A softball. And a foul into the screen takes our count to 0-2. We are ready for the next pitch to come in. Reyes right now looking really good. Taking her time, looking at her signal from her catcher, ready to be brought in. And here's a hop. One goes under the glove of the shortstop, but she gets it. This will be a single. Good hustle, but just not quite enough to get that one there. So you got a runner on first with one away. And so Akala will be the next batter for Americas. She steps in. And Reyes puts one right in, but it's a little low to Akala. Next pitch, low also to Akala. Two and 0 is the count. Rivera is on first. And here's a hit to center field. Great catch out there for Abilene High, pulling that one in for center. And that's one away. Runner stays at first. And Brianna Reed making that catch. So there is two away. So Garcia will be batting next. Two away and a runner at first for America's Lady Trailblazers, coming in and winning that second game, forcing this game 3. Next pitch to Garcia, the shortstop, is ball 1. 1-0 the count. Reyes taking her time. Here's the pitch. And it's a little outside to Garcia. And that takes it to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 out. And the next pitch, low. That takes it to ball 3. 3-0 the count. Glad you're along with us. Our crew chief is Randy Cluck from AISD. I'm Chuck Statler, and we are excited to be able to bring Game 3 to you on AISD Live. 3-0 the count. Ava Reyes puts this one low, and that is ball 4. So Garcia will move to first by a walk. And that will move Rivera to second. So 2 on, 2 out. And it looks like an intentional walk for O'Hara. And with the bases loaded and 2 away, we will see.
Now batting, number 1, Miley Rodriguez.
Miley Rodriguez coming to bat. And Rodriguez stepping in to face Abilene High, the first pitcher coming in for Avea Reyes is ball 1 to Rodriguez. And home plate umpire slowing the stuff down here. Ball one. 2 outs, bases loaded. And that is a strike to Rodriguez. It's 1-1 now. One on the count. Here's a little chopper, gets there, and everybody's safe and a run scores. Rivera scores from third. That will move Garcia to now from third, and O'Hara's runner to second, and Rodriguez with the single at first, so the bases are loaded, still 2 away. We're playing short ball right now. Thanks. So the bases are loaded for the Trailblazers. First pitch comes in to Rodriguez. And that is strike one. And the next pitch, strike two. The Americas fans right now are not really happy with that. And Elo Rodriguez right now at the plate. Oh, 0-2 is the count. Reyes gets ready to fire one right through, and it just evades the corner. So Ella now with 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the first. This one going for our 7 innings here in game 3. Reyes, next pitch, low. Now you're at an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Reyes ready. And a swing and a miss, and that will end this at bat in the top of the first for El Paso Americas. They did get 1 run, and they left them loaded. As we'll go to the bottom of the first, Abilene High coming to bat on AISD Live.
Now batting for the Lady Eagles, number 10.
As we go to the bottom of the first, Abilene High trailing already. El Paso Americas. Leading off for the Lady Eagles is going to be Brianna Reed. And she will see the first pitch come in. She's squared to bat, however, withdrew her bat. So that is going to be ball one for Bree. She'll be followed in the batting order by Jaslyn Johnson Burns. And then for the Lady Eagles, we will see Mariah Estrada. Next pitch comes in to Reed is a strike. One on one the count. And ball dropped, turned around, and did they get her? She's safe. So Bree is safe with a single on first. Jaslyn Johnson Burns coming into bat next.
Jaslyn Johnson Burns.
Watch it, Abilene, let's go. Okay, get her. Come and get her.
And we're looking at who's pitching for. Outside pitch, and Reed gets the steal. She'll move to second. So you've got a tying run in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. And a 1-1 count to Jaslyn. Third base playing up really close in anticipation of a bunt. And a square to bunt, no on that one. And that's ball two, Jaslyn. 2-0 the count. Crowd's quiet right here in the bottom of the first. Almost squared back. Called for a strike throw at third. Brianna gets to third base. And now Jaslyn looking at a 2-1 count. Two and one. And ball three. And your tying run for the Abilene Eagles about 60 feet away from Brianna Reed. She led off with a single. And that is ball four. Jaslyn will draw the walk. And so with a runner on first and third, and then Jaslyn just goes ahead and takes second, and that's all good because Mariah Estrada ready to come in and bat for Abilene High next. We've got an umpire conflab coming in. They're visiting over this. Jaslyn just went from first to second. So you have runners at first, second and third, one away, no outs. Okay, we're getting everything straightened out now. Runners at second and third. Your tying run is at third. And Mariah Estrada ready to come in and bat here in the bottom of the first. America's leading 1-0 in Estrada. Squares to bunt. And they nearly got Reed off of the bag. She was able to slide in. So strike one to Mariah. Alicia Gutierrez is on deck for Abilene High. And Mariah Estrada steps back in, right-handed batter. And first pitch came through as a strike, and now the second one as well. Right hand raised by home plate umpire. You've got a base umpire down the third base line and one down first. He's moved near second base now to get a better view of the call. And Estrada hits, one hop. Third baseman gets it, checks the runner, throws it to first. She's off the bat, and Reed comes in to score. So that's going to be a fielder's choice, but Abilene High now ties it up. And so Estrada will come in, and the base attempt at third, they're saying that Bree Reed is out at third, and this is a different crew than is called the other games. And are we saying now that Brianna Reed did not score a run, it did not count? And instead there are 2 outs. So take the score off of the board for Abilene High, call it 2 outs and a runner at second. And that will be Jaslyn. First pitch comes in, called strike to Gutierrez. 1-1 the count. And here's one right over the second baseman's head. And now turning the corner is going to be Jaslyn. She'll score the first run, and sliding in head first is Alicia Gutierrez with the double and the RBI. So that run will count as the score from second base. So a 2 away and another runner in scoring position, with Alicia Gutierrez getting the double. And coming up to bat next for Abilene High, it's going to be KK Gonzalez. Okay, Claire Seagold's going to come in as the pinch runner. First pitch, KK swings, long hit to center field, and that is going to be out number 3 here in the first. But we're tied up at 1-1 as we go to the second here in Game 3 in the best-of-3 series between El Paso Americas and the Abilene Eagles. let's go to the top of the second. We're tied 1-1 here in Game 3 between Abilene High and El Paso Americas. The bottom third of the order is Inez Carrillo will lead off. And Carrillo ready to face Ava Reyes. Tied 1-1. The first pitch is called a strike to Carrillo. 1-1 the count. Here comes the next pitch from Reyes. And the pitch a little bit outside for ball 1. One ball, one strike to Carrillo. And this one popped up. It will go as a foul. And the second strike. So 1-2 is the count. And the next pitch outside now makes it an even count with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And that one goes as a backward K in the scorebook for out number 1 here in the top of the second for the Trailblazers.
Now back, Trailblazers, number 9, Brianna Madrid.
Let's go.
One away, Brianna Madrid batting next, swing and a miss is strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Each team getting 1 run in the first inning. Swing and a miss from Madrid for strike number 2. Trailblazers sent 6 to the plate in the first inning. Got 1 away with the second batter here in the second inning. And swing, 3 pitches, second out. And now that is out number 2. And that is the 3rd strikeout here in the early innings of this game for Ava Reyes.
Now batting, number 12, Venezuela.
And you go back to the top of the order now with Cuevas. And so here comes the first pitch from Reyes to Cuevas. And strike called. Cuevas ground out in her first at bat in the first inning to the 3rd baseman. This is her second at bat here in game 3. 0-1 the count with 2 away. Next pitch, strike 2 call. 0-2 the count. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and that's 3 up and 3 down for the Lady Trailblazers. And we'll go to the bottom of the second as the Trailblazers won, the Lady Eagles won, here on AISD Live.
Since I've been making donations to you like United Way. Stories you told me right now, I can see that's night and day. Come with you. Walking from here to my bedroom, I feel like it's miles away. City dependent. I gotta finish it. I wanna be in it. She wanna be in it. She wanna ring in some sort of arrangement. Tell me things. I wanna change it. I wanna claim it. I wanna claim it. She quick to say no cause she knows she a diamond. She getting quiet. She on the die. She want on the side. Trying to get in on it. Bank account never diminishing. Niggas are changing their image. Niggas they holiday innocent. I've been taking new medicine.
So we go to the bottom of the second. We're tied at 1. Abilene High coming to bat. They got their 1 run from Jaslyn Johnson-Byrne. But now we go to the 4th batter in the lineup for the Lady Eagles, and that's Alicia Starks. She's going to put one over the second baseman's head. It goes into right field, and there's a catch, and that is out number 1. She took a poke at it. It had air, but the right fielder charged it, and so now we have out number 1. In the last at bat, the Trailblazers went 3 up and 3 down with 3 strikeouts. Credit to Ava Reyes. So with 1 away now, we go to Bella Rocha. Here's the pitch. Bella sees it go into the dirt for ball 1. And on deck will be Jules Holt. 1 run count. Gisela Kelly is the pitcher for El Paso Americans. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second, game 3. Ocala, tall right-hander. See what she serves up. And this one is in, I was about to say in the dust, but if it's a turf field, it's just in the brown. So 2 balls, Rocha. Ocala will step in, throw her 4th pitch. And this one low for ball 3. You're looking at a 3-1 count. The 1 out, a line drive from Alicia Starks was not what the Eagles wanted to do at the start of this inning, but it's starting to look pretty good with a 3-1 count on Rocha. Ocala steps from the back of the circle on the mound, and this one driven into center field. It's going to go into the mitt of the center fielder. Just a great shot for Americas, as the center fielder for Americas was able to pull that one in, and it was Leah Guevara. So that is out number 2. And now coming to bat is Holt Jules. She's the designated player, or the DH, as she steps in. Jules ready. And first pitch is called a strike. On deck is Ava Reyes. On 1 to count with 2 outs for the Lady Eagles here in the bottom of the second. Holt fouls one into the screen. Now she's looking at an 0-2 count. And right now, Jules ready to step in. Her aluminum bat in her right hand. See what happens. And this one fouled into the screen down the first baseline. Count stays at 0-2. Great group of fans from both Abilene and El Paso here to watch this game. Eagles came into this game with a 23-10 mark. And Holt called for strike 3. And so the Lady Eagles go 3 up and 3 down in the bottom of the second. And we will have Americas getting ready to come to bat next, as it is El Paso Americas 1 and the Lady Eagles of Abilene High 1.
Living a good life with a good box. My eyes are on the gray sky, saying I don't want to come home tonight. Yeah, and I'm high up forward. I don't even remember when my friend passed out in the override. Oh, I'm from the city of 915, where all the girls are free and they're down for the high. All my boys were with me growing up for the night. So wake me up in the spring while I'm high, my American dream. We don't always say what we mean until I'm in American dream.
Well, the top of the third is in front of us as the Abilene Eagles won and the El Paso Americas Trailblazers won. Here we go to the third, and the batting order is going to be 2, 3, and 4 for the Trailblazers. Garava ready to step in. She's a left-handed batter. Ava Reyes on the mound for the Lady Eagles. Sticking the bunt out, looking like a bunt. Or sticking the bat out, looking like a bunt. And that goes as ball 1 because she didn't break her wrist action and make it called a strike. So 1-0 the count. Garava. Next pitch, low, and ball 2. Leah Garava. Looking at a 2-0 count. And that's called strike, came right in the middle. Looking very good with a 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on the base pass. And here's one, she's driving down the right field line and it's out of play. That brings us to an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leading off here in the top of the third in this tie game. The winner advances in the Class 5A playoffs. We'll see what happens here in Game 3. And she's going to foul this one out of play down the left field line. Count stays even. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A chance of 40% chance of rain supposedly after 6, but it's already after 6. So we might be able to get all of Game 3 in. 2-2 the count. And high for now a full count to Garava. She got a single and was on base when the only run for the Trailblazers was scored in the first. Now you've got a full count. Let's see what happens with this pitch. And it is ball 4. Garava draws the walk. And Akala. So Giselle Akala, the pitcher for this game for the Trailblazers, now gets to come to bat a second time. And she ground out. So she's 0 for 1. There's a race. And here's one popped up. Right field giving chase, and it's going to be fair. And the runners are going from second to third. And so it is a double for Akala. She'll stop at second. Rivera moves from first to third. So you have no outs, runners at second and third for the Trailblazers. Good effort in right field for Abilene High, trying to get it and diving for it and just didn't quite come up with it. The call is going to get a courtesy runner. So you will have runners at second and third here in the top of the third. So Isa Garcia will be the next batter for the Trailblazers. She's the shortstop for El Paso Americas, facing Ava Reyes. And first pitch is low. And Isa Garcia sees ball one. Zoe O'Hara on deck for the Trailblazers. Let's see what Ava gives this time. It is going to be low, but it looks really good. Rivera is at third, and Akala's runner is at second. We have no outs here in the top of the third. And ball three to Garcia. 3-0 is the count. Reyes, pitch, called strike. Gets right in there. So now you are at 3-1. Remember, Americas has no outs in this inning. They've scored one run, and now they have runners at second and third. And a swing and a miss for strike number 2. Full count for Garcia. Very gray skies. It rained early this morning, and they had to push the start to game 2 back to 3 o'clock, and this is game 3 now. And a swing and a miss, and that is out number 1 here in the third. So right now you got Zoe O'Hara, and she'll step in. She drew a walk in the first. And an intentional walk again. Lady Eagles have intentionally walked O'Hara. And what that does, folks, is that loads the bases for the Trailblazers here in the top of the third, and a team meeting has been called for Abilene High by Jenna Aguirre. She's called the entire infield in. And right now, some serious discussion coming out of the dugout for Abilene High. Again, you have the bases loaded. O'Hara coming to bat twice, back-to-back walks. Guevara is on third base. She got on because of a walk. Akala is at second. And now you've got O'Hara. Alicia Gutierrez, the catcher for Abilene High, breaks from the meeting, and now she's going to crouch down behind home plate. There is one out for Americas. And a square to bunt. That will be called ball one to Miley Rodriguez. She did not come all the way around on that attempted bunt. 1-0 the count. Rodriguez. Reyes ready, and a foul down the third base line. And now you're looking at 1 ball, 1 strike for Rodriguez. Once again, there is 1 out. Miley's sister, Ella, is in the on-deck circle for the Trailblazers. Bases loaded. 1-1 for Rodriguez. And strike 2 called. She squared the bunt but didn't withdraw her bat in time, and that is called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ava Reyes, the righty for Abilene High. Ready to uncork this pitch. And it is a tap. Throw it to first, get the force, and she's safe. The throw was not there in time for the tag. Guevara scores from third, and everybody moves over with Acala's runner now going from second to third. O'Hara's runner now going from first to second, and Miley Rodriguez's runner going on a single to first. So here comes Ella Rodriguez. 1 out, bases loaded again. Now an extra run. And the Trailblazers have taken the lead. Again, that's 2-1. Here's a foul into the screen for Ella. Lady Eagles in their white jerseys, black Eagles on the front, white numbers trimmed in black on the back, black pants, white and black leggings, black caps. And here's one down third baseline. It's going to go into left field. 1 run scores. Here's the dash for home plate, and that runner will score also. What that will do is Ella Rodriguez gets a 2 RBI single. Scoring was Acala for run number 3. And then coming in was Zoe O'Hara's pinch runner. She's number 4. So the bases are pretty much clear. Miley Rodriguez now at third. Ella Rodriguez gets a courtesy runner. Top of the third. Only 1 out for the Trailblazers. Nays Correa coming in. She was a strikeout victim in the second when they went 1-2-3 on strikeout. The runner's on the corner with 1 away. Good double play opportunity for the Eagles should they take it. But they don't want to let that 5th run score the plate. Guerrero, stick in hand, and she's going to bunt a foul. Carrillo is the 7th Trailblazer to bat here in the top of the third. They've scored 3 runs. And the next pitch is ball 1 to Carrillo. 1 ball, 1 strike One out with runners on third and first. That's the status with the 3-run lead here in the top of the third for El Paso Americans. High pitch, ball 2. Reyes put one up, and goodness gracious, saving it was Gutierrez for the Eagles. That one, if it would have gone to the backstop, it would not have been pretty close. 2-1 the count. And a swing for strike 2. We have an even count. Two and two the count. Next pitch fouled into the screen. Count stays even. Two balls, 2 strikes. With only one away here in the top of the third. Again, runners on third and first. And a swing and a miss. So Carrillo now the second out in the inning and the second strikeout. So a 2 away and still 2 on. And so Brianna Madrid ready to come in and bat for the second time. She struck out to end the second. And first pitch called a strike on Madrid. With 2 away, she's the bottom of the order. The next potential batter would be the top of the order, and they would have batted through the lineup. Let's see what happens right now. First base sneaking up. And that is ball 1. So Madrid looking at 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Ava Reyes ready. And puts one in. It's popped up. Calling it off is second base, and that's going to be out number 3 on the pop to second, but not before more damage is done by the Trailblazers of El Paso Americas, as they were able to get 3 runs, and now it is 4-1 here going to the bottom of the third, and Abilene High coming to bat on AISD Live. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Abilene High coming to bat, trailing 4-1. And El Paso Americas takes the field. Abilene High will start with the bottom of the order with Ava Reyes will come to bat, and then followed by Brianna Reed, and then Jasmine Johnson. And the first pitch to Ava is strike 1. So 1-1 the count. And And here's one right back to the pitcher. And Ava will go ahead and we'll call that one a 1-3 ground out for out number 1 here in the top of the third. So back to the top of the order. Brianna Reed coming to bat, the lefty stepping in. 4-1 is our score, with America's leading Abilene High. And pitch coming into Brianna. Strike 1. We are in the second half of this game 3. Next pitch. And Brianna hits one, bounces, shortstop, and it's gloved. And that will go as a 4-3 ground out for out number 2 for the Lady Eagles. Jaslyn Johnson Burns comes in next. And back-to-back lefties. 2 down. So Jaslyn waiting to get into the batter's box. They're having a little problem with the exchange of the ball, bringing a new ball in. Now we're ready to go back to action, and they call its first pitch. Call the strike on Jaslyn. Eagles went 1-2-3 in the second inning. 1 strike, 2 out right now. They have scored 1 run, and that was in the bottom of the first. And Jaslyn sees one float through. It was a little high. And the catcher for the Trailblazers is arguing that call with the umpire. So 1 ball, 1 strike. McCollum. Isa McCollum. And the next pitch is high for ball 2. So you're looking at a 2-1 count for Jaslyn. Eagles assistant coach Shelly Palmer wearing a hoodie. Starting to get a little cold right now. Haven't seen Jenna wear one yet. And that one goes foul into the net. Count is 2-2. Jenna Gary not wearing a hoodie, but she's in third and she's marking time in that coach's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a ball will go through, and that's going to bring us to a full count for Jaslyn. And now the first base umpire strolls towards home plate, and they're going to decide about the last pitch or who's buying dinner. They're having a discussion. So home plate umpire visits with his counterpart, and we're ready to come back to a full count. Jaslyn Johnson. And now we've got the coach from the Trailblazers, Roxanne Luna, coming to talk to her pitcher and catcher. 2 outs. Three runs scored in the top of this inning for the Trailblazers. 4-1 is our score. Full count, Jaslyn Johnson Burns. And now she'll step in to face Isa McCollum. Next pitch. And it is ball 4. Jaslyn becomes the base runner for Abilene High. And she becomes only the third base runner for the Lady Eagles. Mariah Estrada comes in. Runner at first.
Be ready outfield.
Mariah ground out in her first at bat. Now she's got a strike for a foul ball. And the lights are on here at Eagle Field in Pecos, Texas. Gray skies and mercury vapor lights. And you've got a steal on second as Estrada looking at a 1-1 count. Johnson Byrne took second base. She's in scoring position. Should she score, she'd cut that lead in half. 1-1. And Mariah puts one in right field. One hop, right fielder gets it. And here's the throw at the plate, not in time. And the Lady Eagles get another run. That is run number 2 as Mariah gets a single on a hit to right field. So right now, the lead is cut in half. It is America's 4, Abilene High 2. And Alicia Gutierrez comes in to bat next with the runner on first. And Estrada will be that runner. Gutierrez sees the strike come through. On 1 to count. Alicia got a double in the first inning with an RBI, and she will swing for strike 2. She was swinging from so far back. And now it is 0-2 with 2 away. And O'Call's pitch is hit right back to her to 1, as that will go 1-3 for out number 3 for the Lady Eagles. However, they are able to get 1 run. They'll leave 1 on base. And let's get ready to go to the top of the 4th with El Paso Americas leading Abilene High 4-2. And we head to the 4th on AISD Live. Abilene High takes the field trailing 2 runs from the Trailblazers of El Paso's Americas as we go to the top of the 4th, and we will start with the top of the order. And Benny Cuevas should be batting here in the top of the 4th for the Trailblazers. So Cuevas steps in, and Ava Reyes' first pitch fouled down the third baseline. That one came right off from the bat and right out of play, beyond the reach of the third baseman for Abilene High. So 1-1 is the count for Cuevas. Right now, Ava Reyes' next pitch is going to be strike 2. So 0-2 the count. As we said, the lights are on here at Eagle Field in Pecos. Gray skies. There still is a chance of rain, and they want to get this one out of the way. Here's a pop-up, moving back. Is the second baseman from Abilene High will make that catch. And wow, as Liliana Pacachino will make that catch, and that is out number 1 here on the pop to second at the top of the 4th. 1 away. And here comes Leah Cueva. And here's one hit, center field. It goes under the glove of the center fielder, and Cueva will make a double out of that as she slides in to avoid the tag. So with 1 out and 1 on, that will bring in Giselle Akela. So America's so far in the game. That's the 6th hit for the Trailblazers. And she'll swing and miss, strike 1. That was a big swing. We used to call those big old country swats. And she now is looking at an 0-1 count. Reyes, the winner in game 1 in this series. And foul down first base line for strike 2. And she nearly was able to pull it out in the second game in the comeback between she and KK Rodriguez, but they fell 5-4. Now, here in the top of the 4th, Trailblazers 4, Eagles 2, foul tip. Count stays 0-2. Fans, especially on the American side, they're just almost rabid at this point. Eagle fans staying with it, keeping their spirits up. Ocala will step out of the batter's box. Oh, and 2. High for ball 1. 1-2 now. 1 out with a runner on second, where the Trailblazers are. Next pitch, low from ball 2. Even count with 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Reyes ready. And swing for strike 3, and that's out number 2. Ava got her to chase that one, so there's 2 away with a runner on second.
Now batting, number 17, Isa Garcia.
So Garcia, the shortstop, it's Garcia, steps in, 2 away. Eagles want to get out of the top of this 4th so they can start getting the bat in hand. First pitch is low to Garcia for ball 1. 1 in the first, 4 in the third for the Trailblazers. Abilene High 1 in the first and 1 in the third. Garcia will see the next pitch called strike as it just went right in. So you're looking at a 1-1 count. Reyes right now looking very composed. She's going to try to shut these ladies down from El Paso. And a foul down the first baseline. Brings up 2 strikes in this at bat for Garcia. Again, she's the shortstop for America. Ava will put one outside, and now it's going to be 1-2 on the count. Zoe O'Hara, who has drawn a walk both times, is on deck, and she did score the 4th run in the 3rd inning, but she's your on-deck batter. There are 2 away. And a foul down the 3rd baseline. Still 2-2 the count. Count even. Outside, it just kind of floated a little bit to the right. Looked like it was going to go good, and then it just floated. Kind of like the car out of alignment. 2-2 with 2 outs. And a foul once again into the screen. Three and 2 the count to Garcia. Runner at second is Guevara. Eagles second and short, playing way deep. There is a gap between the two. And a pop-up. And Reyes makes the catch, and that is out number 3 on the pop to the pitcher. So they will leave one on, get no runs, and we get ready to go to the bottom of the 4th. We're halfway through in Game 3 of the Championship Series. The score, El Paso Americas 4, Abilene High 2.
My daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in force. I'm hard. The heat is hating on me because I'm the biggest. The largest, the biggest, the largest. And I'm not really for hard times. Bitch, you play great for long. Not for a cat, this is not for 4-5. If you play, you play right there by your own. Over with the logo. Never running your break like so-so. That trap from your hand, the chokehold. Get a shot and out to the shot of the Paso. Moved out the trench and I look how we is. Tell my man, we punch the crib. Walk out the most, shoot for the key. The positive text, my back will live. Paid him out right now, look for the year. The view look right from real. When I pay for some dogs to the bomb, you didn't text me. Somebody could have popped up the real. Say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up, this is my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in board. I'm honest. The heat is hating on me because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest.
Halfway through, let's go to the bottom of the 4th. Abilene High trailing the Trailblazers of El Paso's Americas. Americas 4, Eagles 2. KK Gonzalez ready to come to bat for Abilene High. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. KK. On the mound for El Paso is Giselle Acala. Strike 1 to KK. Second pitch, hit, second baseman, backhands catch. She'll get it fired to first, and that will go 4-3 for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th for the Lady Eagles. And now Alicia Starks will come in. as the left fielder for the Lady Eagles steps into the plate. Did I just say Andrea? Alicia's her sister. I've been doing this too long, folks. First pitch comes in to Andrea, ball 1. So 1-0 is the count. And Andrea now fouls, so you're 1 ball, 1 strike. Lady Eagles got their first run in the first inning, and then in the third added their second run. They have 1 out. Starks at the plate. Rocha on deck. And this one's high, and she got a step back for a little chin music on that. It's a Bob Uecker phrase. 2-1 the strike. And Andrea hits one, 3 hops, shortstop gets it, throws it across, and just in time, as that goes to 6-3 and out number 2. The Eagles went 1-2-3 in the second, and now they're running the risk of doing the same here in the fourth with 2 outs, nobody on. Bella Rocha will step in, and the Eagles' third baseman is 0 for 1 with a line out to center. A comebacker to the pitcher, and that is going to be ground out to first and out number 3. So Abilene High comes up in the bottom of the fourth, 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the fifth, and our score, El Paso Americas 4, Lady Eagles of Abilene High 2 on AISD. We go to the top of the fifth, Abilene High trailing El Paso Americas 4-2. And leading off will be Zoe O'Hara. She's had 2 walks, and those were intentional walks. Now she's here with aluminum stick in hand, and the first pitch coming from Ava Reyes is going to be ball 1. O'Hara, batting right-handed, has the bat just almost leaning on her shoulder. Next pitch is strike 1. Reyes is just one of those iron maidens that can give you a lot of innings and a lot of pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's a swing and a miss to O'Hara. Now you've got a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter here in the top of the fifth. And O'Hara wanted it and leaned down and finally said, not this time. So the count's even to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th. We're past the halfway point. And she's going to pop one up. Third baseman's going to get it and glove it for Abilene High. What a good charge as she popped it up. And Lady Eagles, Bella Rocha, got the pop out. That's out number 1 on the pop out to third. So with one away, now you go to Miley Rodriguez. And Rodriguez is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Rodriguez also with her pair of singles. Sees this one come in, and that is ball 1. We're in the top of the 5th. This one's scheduled game 3 in the best of 3 for 7 innings. And Reyes puts a hot one in on the corner, but it's low, and that is ball 1. Nope, pardon me, ball 2. 2-0 the count, 1 out. Rodriguez looks, and the next pitch is ball 3. 3-0 the count. So far, Eagle pitching has given up 3 walks. And now she's running the risk of number 4 with Rodriguez. And the next pitch called strike, and now it's 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Rodriguez swings. This one going deep. Down the left. It comes off the wall. Rodriguez digging for second. Gets a stand up double. It was hit to the left and went over the head. Andrea starts off the wall, and Rodriguez was able to turn that into a stand-up double. And now, here comes Ella Rodriguez. Ella has a single and a strikeout. She's 1 for 1. And this one is strike 1 to Rodriguez. There was a guy named Juan Luciano that wrote a book years ago called The Umpire Strikes Back. And in his book, when the innings start getting close to the end and the umpires get hungry, they will start changing the way they're doing the counting, and he calls that the 7th inning chicken fried steak. And they call pretty much very different calls in the 8th and the 9th in Major League Baseball, so they can go get a chicken fried steak. 1-1 is the count. Now it is going to be 1-2. If any of you are really like dyed-in-the-wool baseball fans, you probably could still buy that on Amazon. A very good book. 1-2 the count. And that is strike 3. So the second out in the inning on the strikeout. And if you're looking at Avaya Reyes, so we are starting to count the 6th strikeout for Avaya. And so you've got a replacement batter for Carrillo. And we are trying to get a program number for her. And it is Teresa Martinez. First pitch to Martinez is a strike. And Reyes' next pitch is outside. Here in the top of the 5th. Trailblazers 4, Eagles 2. Reyes looking at the signal being sent in from behind home plate. Yeah, I think she's ready. But Martinez is going to step out. 1-1 the count with 2 away and 1 on. And Martinez hits one. One hop and the sprint to first tags the bag, and that will end the inning on a ground out, unassisted to first, and that is out number 3. So as we get ready to go to the bottom of the 5th, you will still have the Trailblazers 4, Lady Eagles 2 on AISD Live. And welcome back to the bottom of the 5th. As for Abilene High, Jules Holt will be leading off, followed by Ava Reyes, and then back to the top of the order with Brianna Reed. Holt looks, swings, first pitch, going to right field, over her head. Holt will stop at first, and so a leadoff single for Jules, and Abilene High starting to try to climb back into this one. They trail 4-2. And Holt doing a good job making contact. Just hit it over the head of the right fielder. She had to chase it to the fence. But Jules, in a cautionary move, decided to stay at first. She's going to get a pinch runner. So coming in for Jules is going to be Liliana Pacacino will be the pinch runner at first. Good speed. And right now coming up, Ava Reyes. If she can move Pacacino out, Eagles, all they need to do is just start playing small ball, I think. And Reyes' first pitch is strike 1. And this is Game 3 in the best of 3 series in the Class 5A Division I State Girls Softball Playoffs. 0-1 the count. And Reyes chops one hop, gloved by the third baseman, thrown across the diamond, ball dropped, and Reyes will be safe. And what that also does is that moves Pacacino to third. Reyes is safe at first. And you go back to the top of the order with Brianna Reed. And not only is your tying run on first, but your go-ahead run, the top of the order, is coming to bat for Abilene High. Reyes gets a courtesy runner. You have Pacacino at third. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Brianna Reed. We have bragged about her ability to steal bases and outrun the other guys all through the season. And square, ball back to third, not a problem, but Reyes, pitch runner, now will go ahead and take second. So you've got your tying run if you're the Abilene Eagles on second base in scoring position. Reed looking at one strike, next pitch, and it is going to be a bunt. They're going to try to beat her out at first, and a run scores. So Reed's safe at first. Coming in to score is Pacachino. That's run number 3. Reyes' runner goes to first, and Reed gets an RBI single. So right now, your tying run is at third base, Abilene Eagle fans, as Jaslyn Johnson-Byrne getting ready to come back. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. This has been an exciting series. It's been like a yo-yo. It's gone up and down. And right now, Jenna Gary talking to her next batter coming up. The team meeting disperses on the mound. Giselle Acala is the pitcher right now of record for Americas. Lead at first. Runner at third. And now you've got a base taken. That's going to be Brianna Reed. So runners at second and third. Your tying run is on third base. Your go-ahead run, Lady Eagles, is on second. And with Jasmine. And here's one on the ground. Check, throw it to first, and that will be a ground out. 1-3. That is the first out in the inning for the Lady Eagles. Jaslyn did a great effort trying to get there and missed, making it a single by half a step. Mariah Estrada steps in for Abilene High. And she will be a key person with one out, runners at second and third. Mariah ready to bat. And she will lay down a bunt right in front. And here's the throw to first. Goes up with the first baseman. One runner scores at second, one scores. And Mariah has the stand up double with 2 RBIs as Reyes scored run number 4. Reed scores number 5. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And so Estrada standing with the double on second base. And coming up behind Mariah is Alicia Gutierrez. So Gutierrez standing in, looking at the first pitch. And this will be called strike 1 to Alicia. Acala with an 0-1 count on her. And Alicia driving one into center field. They're giving chase. It bounces off the ball. Mariah coming in from third. She will score. That's another RBI. So Estrada run number 6. Gutierrez with a double and an RBI. And the Eagles are coming alive here in the bottom of the 5th with only 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Gutierrez, the catcher, is going to get a courtesy runner. 6-4. And at one point it was 4-1. Lady Eagles coming in, scoring 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. KK Gonzalez steps in. She's lined out to left and ground into force, and KK swings at the first pitch. That's going to be strike 1. She ground into a 2-3 in the 4th. Now, KK looking at an 0-1. The Eagles have 1 out and a runner on second. 4 runs scored this inning. And KK check swing called, strike 2. 1 away. And this is a good comeback, but there's still 2 more innings to play in this, folks. And ball, and the runner's going to try to take third, and she will be thrown out on 2-5. Or does that count? Is she safe? Nope, she's out. And that's out number 2. I got a little presumptive there. Forgive me. I guess many years ago I worked too many games with the great late Dave Martin. Any of you that know big country sports kind of giggle at that one. And KK fouls one into the screen. She's at a 1-2 count. There are 2 outs for the Lady Eagles. Andrea Starks is on deck for Abilene High. Rodriguez with the bat, looking, and this one's going to be a pass ball. Doesn't matter, because the bases are empty for Abilene High right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 2-run lead for the Lady Eagles here in the bottom of the 5th. And Rodriguez fouls another one over. Giselle Acala just threw her 6th pitch at Kiki Rodriguez. Acala has been a very durable pitcher for Americas coming in here in Game 3. Rodriguez sees a high pitch for ball 3, and that means you've got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Guess I'm kind of getting that thing I was telling you about Ron Luciano and his book, The Umpire Strikes Back. It's getting to be dinner time for about everybody here. Full count. And swing, strike 3. KK goes down for out number 3. The Eagles send 7 to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th and add 4 more runs. We will go to the top of the 6th. Abilene High leading 6-4 here on AISD Live. One of my friends in Pecos, Top of the sixth inning coming our way on AISD Live. And looking at who's going to be up next, you've got Brianna Madrid, and then you go back to the top of the order with Cuevas as well as Guevara. So stepping up. And we've got a change in the batter. We've got a pinch hitter coming in. And this is Emma Villa. Emma Villa will be the next batter. Yes, sir. Emma Villa, number 14, is coming in to be the leadoff hitter here in the top of the sixth for the Trailblazers. Abilene Eagles, 4 runs last inning, now leads 6-4. We're in the top of the sixth. Villa will step in, right-handed batter, facing Ava Reyes. First pitch, and that is strike one. So Villa looking at an 0-1 count. Next pitch is outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Ava Reyes has just been stellar throughout the season. Next pitch, called strike. 1-2 to Villa. Some folks call it Villa, but it is pronounced Villa. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ball drop. Pick it up. Throw it. And that will be out number 1. 1 away on the strikeout. And then you go back to the top of the order with Cuevas. So Cuevas has ground out, struck out, and popped out. She's 0 for 3. Seven strikeouts on the afternoon for Ava Reyes. First pitch is ball 1 to Cuevas. 1-0 the count. We are in the top of the 6th inning, by the way. Abilene High leading 6-4. Reyes gets her to pop straight up, and it was nearly brought down. Good chase given by Lady Eagles catcher, Alicia Gutierrez. Nearly got it, but she also nearly ran into the press box. So you're looking at 1 ball and 1 strike to Cuevas. 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Next pitch, a little bit high and wide. Count is even. No, the count is not even. 2-1 is the count. Forgive me on that one. Ava Reyes. Next pitch. Driven into left field. It'll bounce off the left fielder, but she'll stay at first. That is a single with 1 out and 1 on. And then we come to Leah Guevara, Leva Guevara. Now stepping in. She's a lefty. Facing Reyes. First pitch. Inside for ball 1, Guevara. Cuevas on first base. Reyes. ready to pitch again. And almost a square to bunt, but she didn't, and that takes Guevara to ball 2. They were thinking Cuevas might have taken a run at, and then she smartly recovered back to first base. And a bunt laid down, picked up, glove thrown to first, and that will be a 5-3 ground out. And out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. The runner Cuevas did advance to first, so a 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Abilene High has a 2-point lead over the America's Trailblazers. And right now, Ava Reyes can go ahead and shut this inning down. Home plate umpire signaling a field goal. He's got both hands up and his fingers there, but he needs to know he's calling a softball game. First pitch comes through to Akala, and that is going to be ball 1. Akala's had a good evening. She scored a run, and she's struck out and grounded out. 1 for 3, but scoring that run was good. Next pitch is low, ball 2. First inning, we call it a walk. To another count. And here, driving one to right field, moving underneath it. It goes over the right fielder's head. And a call at second. She's digging for third. And she will stop right there with a triple and an RBI. And going all the way from second into home for run number 5 was Cuevas. And now the Eagles are having a team meeting on the mound. 2 away, and it is 6-5, Abilene High leading the Trailblazers. We want to say thank you to those of you in our audience here in Game 3. We had a weather delay. And now we are here in the top of the 6th. And a triple by Gisela Collins. Itza Garcia has drawn a walk. And she's grounded and popped out. It's Garcia swing. First pitch is a foul, and that's a strike. Now, here's going to be an interesting thing. If they don't get Garcia, and there's 2 outs, up next would be Zoe O'Hara. She's been intentionally walked twice. And that could be a major swing. But let's don't put the horse before the wagon. 0-1 for Garcia. Next pitch, call the strike. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at third, which would tie it up for the Trailblazers. Ava Reyes is at her best in these situations. Outside pitch, ball 1. I'm thinking that looking down the first baseline, the fans in those bleachers have not sat down the whole game. 1-2. Reyes, right foot on the mound. Next pitch, driven, third base, gets it, gloves it, fires it to first, and that will be the end of the top of the 6th on the 5-3 ground out for out number 3. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Abilene High leading 6-5 on AISD Live. Yep. But O'Harian, I saw that one coming, guys. We go to the bottom of the 6th and a pitching change for El Paso Americas as they bring in Zoe O'Hara. She was the winner of Game 2, but the loser in Game 1. And now she comes in the bottom of the 6th as Americas got another one. And now Abilene High's 2-run lead has now been cut to 1, 6-5. Lady Eagles leading over the Americas Trailblazers. So let's look at who's coming up next for Abilene High. Here in the bottom of the 6th, you've got Andrea Starks along with Bella Rocha and Jules Hope. Starks has lined out to right field. It was caught at the fence, and she has grounded out. And here's the first pitch from O'Hara. And Starks goes the opposite field, and it's going to drop. That'll be a single. So Starks gets the single, swinging at the first pitch from O'Hara, and that will bring in Bella Rocha. So Starks does what she needs to do. There's going to be a pinch runner come in for her at first. And let's see who that will be. But the Eagles have a runner at first. That could turn into an insurance run, if at all possible. So Elisa Flores is going to come in. The sophomore will be the pinch runner for Starks. And now Bella Rocha. Always think of Jim Otto, the old-time center of the Oakland Raiders. He wore a number 00 as well. He was kind of like a center back in the John Madden days, folks. So we're ready for Elisa Rocha, number 00, to step in. Or Bella Rocha, excuse me. She's ground out and flown out. And now she faces the pitcher, and she's going to foul one off. She'll be facing the pitcher, Zoe O'Hara. One strike on Bella Rocha. Bottom of the 6th. Square to bunt, puts one down on the ground, and she'll go to first. The runner at first for Abilene High. Elisa Flores moves to second, so that's going to be a sack bunt as they do that one 1-3, and runner at second, and one away. Jules Holt checks in. She's got a very important single, which kind of let Abilene High do this comeback. She'll swing at the first pitch. Strike one. Alicia Flores is the runner on second base for Abilene High. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Holt, right-handed batter, sees the next one go high for ball one. Wow. Folks, it's been a pleasure to share the best seat in the house with you and our audience, and thank you. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. And this one fouled into the press box. And now Jules looks at a 1-2 count. That's always been the fun part about being able to share the story with folks that just can't be here. Because I do have the best seat in the house and I get to share it with you. 1-2 the count. And low for ball 2 to Holt. Now we're 2-2 with an even count. Flores has really good speed as she is standing on the second base bag. And right now, Holt steps out of the batter's box, calling timeout. 2-2 count. And swing and a miss for strike 3. That is out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And we go to the bottom of the order for Abilene High. Ava Reyes. Ava Reyes ready to step in. Remember, your runner is Flores on second base. 2 outs. And this one called a strike on Ava. O'Hara getting that strike. And now with an 0-1 count on Ava. And outside pitch, ball 1. On deck, we go back to the top of the order for the Lady Eagles. Here in the 6th, Abilene High leading 6-5 over the Trailblazers. 2 very good teams of young competitors. And the next pitch, outside, ball 2. O'Hara started this game in center field. She was the losing pitcher in game 1, the winning pitcher in game 2. Now we're in game 3. And Reyes sees strike 2 come in. 2-2 the count. You can hear the fans getting into this one. Next pitch. And it is chopped foul behind the plate. Count stays even for Ava. But if Reyes gets safely, go back to the top of the order with Brianna Reed. But let's focus on home plate with the 2-2 count. And Zoe O'Hara. Next pitch, low, ball 3. You've got a full count now. And in this situation, the full count is to the advantage of the batter. Reyes sees a foul popped out. First baseman can't get to it. Count stays full. The first base person was giving chase to it. So Flores goes back to second base. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Ava Reyes stepping into the right-handed batter's box. The white number 6 on her black helmet. Here's one hop. Second baseman gets it, hands it, fires it over, and that will end the 6th inning on the 4-3 ground out. The Eagles will leave one, and we go to the top of the 7th with Abilene High leading 6-5 on ASD Live. And welcome to the top of the 7th and what may be the final inning in this 3rd game of a 3-game set. Abilene High, Ava Reyes on the mound, and batting next is Zoe O'Hara. She's been intentionally walked twice. Lady Eagles leading 6-5. A chopper down the 3rd baseline. Throw to first. She slides in head first and is safe. So O'Hara getting a single, and she could be the tying run at first base unless they send in a pinch runner. So runner at first, Eagles leading 6-5, and a pinch runner will be coming in for O'Hara. Or maybe not. Now they're going to go ahead and plug in another pinch runner. And O'Hara sits down. So with one on, the second base is Miley Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 3 for 3 with a pair of singles and a double. Runner at first for Americas. Rodriguez swings, and the first pitch goes over the left fielder's head. The pinch runner fires into third and stops there. Rodriguez gets a double. So you've got runners on second and third. Rodriguez's double. You know, when she got to the bag after hitting that, she kind of did that Hulk Hogan thing. And now you've got the ladies from El Paso Americas. The tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. We're top of the 7th. Ella Rodriguez. She'll step in. Ella has struck out twice and gotten a single. Eagles are watching the runner at third. And a square to bunt, and that's called strike one. 0-1 the count. Electricity here in the 7th inning. Eagles leading by 1. And strike 2, put across by Ava Reyes. Owen to the count. Reyes ready. and a swing and a miss. And that is out number 1 with the strikeout. So still runners at second and third with 1 away. Anais Carrillo, in her last at bat, she had a pinch hitter. Carrillo steps in now with 1 away. Carrillo sees the first pitch, low and outside. Runners for the Trailblazers is a pinch runner for Zoe O'Hara, and then Miley Rodriguez at second. 1-0 the count. Next pitch, popped over the second baseman's head. 1 run scores. Here comes the second, and now 2 runs scored here in the top of the 7th, and the Trailblazers have retaken the lead over Carrillo's single, and now it's a double. So you've got a double with 2 RBIs, and now run number 6 and run number 7. These 2 runs here in the top of the 7th with 1 out, a runner at second, and the Trailblazers have retaken the lead. Brenna Madrid ready to bat for El Paso Americas. First pitch comes in, called strike 1. 0-1 the count. That 2 RBI double by Carrillo has been the difference. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. There is 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And with Madrid batting, she's looking at an 0-2. And she's going to chop one. Second base gets it, drops it, fires it to first, and she's out. A great job on recovering of the second baseman from Abilene High. That's the second out. Liliana Pacacino did a good job dropping the ball, picking it up, firing it over to first. So with 2 outs, a runner at third now. And back to the top of the order with Ebony Cuevas batting. First pitch to Cuevas is ball 1. Reyes would love to get this out. Next pitch, low, ball 2. The skies are darkening here in Pecos as the shadows are fading for the season on one of these teams. Here in the top of the 2nd, 2-0. Next pitch, strike 1 to Cuevas. She's gotten a single, a ground out, a strikeout, and a pop out. So she's 1 for 4 this evening. 2-1 the count. Next pitch, driven, center field, caught! And that will be the 3rd out on the line out. That is out 3. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Trailblazers from El Paso's Americas lead Abilene High 7-6, and the Eagles coming to bat here on AISD Live. The bottom of the 7th is here. The Trailblazers from El Paso's Americas lead Abilene High 7-6. On the mound is Zoe O'Hara. Up at the plate is the top of the order with Bree Reed, followed by Jasmine Johnson Burns and Mariah Estrada. So that is your 1, 2, 3 coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th as Abilene High trails by 1. And here's Bree Reed. She's got a pair of singles and 1 ground out. And the first pitch coming in to Reed is ball 1. And she has scored 1 run in this evening's game. So on the count to Reed. O'Hara's next pitch is low for ball 2. And remember, Reed is the fastest player on the Abilene High team. And she's looking at a 2-0. Bree stands in. Next pitch is hit right back to the pitcher. O'Hara fires it to first, and the ball is dropped, but she still tags the bag, and that will go as a 1-3 ground out for out number 1. 2 away. Coming up next, Jasmine Johnson Burns. Jasmine scored the first run for Abilene High in the first, scored a second run. She drew 2 walks, and she's had 1 ground out. And responsible for 2 of the runs across the plate. Jasmine swings. Strike 1. 1 away. O'Hara on the mound. And ball 1. A little bit low. 1-1 is the count. One ball, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 7th. And she's going to poke one. And it is caught by the first baseman. And so that's a fly out to first. And that is out number 2 for the Lady Eagles. So could they be out or on top of their last out? Mariah Estrada coming in. Eagles trail by 1, 7-6. Estrada has hit 2 doubles and scored 1 run. First pitch, high, and into the screen for ball 1. O'Hara looked like she just let that one fly. It was about 8 feet over everybody. 1-0 the count. And Mariah hits that one. It's rolling to the fence. She's digging for second. They're still chasing the ball in the outfield. She'll stand up with the double. Estrada gets a stand-up double.
Hey, don't pitch to her.
And so right now, your tying run, Lady Eagles, is at second. Alicia Gutierrez getting ready to come back. And we're going to see if the Eagle coaching staff is going to go in with a pinch runner. Estrada goes to the bench, and she has done her work. And so Harriet Barnett ready to be the pinch runner. She's on second. Alicia Gutierrez. A single and a double and a ground out. And scoring 1 run. Gutierrez sees the first pitch. Fly past her. Strike 1. Eagles are 2 outs. And Gutierrez foul up over the press box. She is down to her last strike. Eagles won game 1 7-0. Game 2, they lost 5-4, and now here in game 3, they trail 7-6. Gutierrez with bat in hand. And here's one right past the pitcher. It's going to roll into center field, and you will have Gutierrez running, and at the plate, was there a tag out? Did the run score? Right now, Jenna Gary talking to the home plate ump. So how did that score? Okay, well, 17 we're tied. And thank you very much. Estrada's pinch runner Barnett came in and scored runner number 7. Gutierrez has a runner at second. We're tied 7-7 with 2 outs. And KK Gonzalez, bat in hand. 2 away. Gonzalez, first pitch, fouled into the net. She's a little bit behind the pitch. Abilene High 7. El Paso America 7. 2 outs. Rodriguez with an 0-1 count. O'Hara puts one in high, and now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Zoe O'Hara has been the very best on the mound for Americans this season. 1-1 the count. And a strike called on Kiki Gonzalez. One and 2 the count. Jenna Aguirre walking back to talk to her sophomore. And now Kiki stands in. We're tied at 7. And Kiki fouls one into the first baseline net. She's still at 1 and 2. Worst case scenario is we'll go to extra innings. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Rodriguez. Second base playing almost a right center. Everybody playing deep in the outfield. And hit past the pitcher. Goes into center field. Here's the throw at the plate. And the Eagles will win. Gonzalez with a single and an RBI. And Alicia Gutierrez, pinch runner, will slide into home plate and moving up into the Class 5A softball playoffs are the Lady Eagles, winning this one 2 out of 3 over a very, very good team. Wow, what a deal. And right now, here in the press box, they have a Golden Glove trophy that is going down on the field, and it will be presented to the Lady Eagles of Abilene High as not only the district champs, by-district champs, but now they are the regional champs, and they will move further into the state softball playoffs by virtue of this 8-7 win tonight. And what a game. Two well-coached teams, wonderful fan play, and the Eagles, the last at bat. And I thought, well, when Jenna Gary, they had the coin toss to decide who is the home team for Game 3, Jenna made the call and said, we want to be the home team because they had the last at bat, 2 outs, and then the shot from Kiki Rodriguez driving in the runner, and the Lady Eagles win this one 8-7 in the Class 5A softball playoffs. We have so many people to thank. First off, all of our fans that have tuned in to AISD Athletics this season. You're great. You stuck with the Eagles. And we also would just like to say thanks to Jenna Gary and her coaching staff, Shelby Palmer and Callie Burris, but also thanks to the Abilene Independent School District Board of Trustees for allowing us to do these broadcasts, and could not do this without our great crew chief, Randy Cluck. So the trophy is being presented. And right now it's going to be passed around by the Lady Eagles as they have won the 2 of the games in the best-of-3 series and winning it on a walk-off in the 7th inning, 8-7. So for everybody, we want to say thank you, and especially the parents of the Abilene High Athletics and the coaching staff. Jim Garfield as the Director of Athletics for AISD, and Mike Fullen, the Athletics Campus Director at Abilene High. Wow, what a group of support, and just cannot say enough for y'all letting me be the guy that gets to tell you the story. So once again, for Randy Cluck and the crew here in Pecos, we're heading back to Abilene with a big trophy, and congratulations to the area champion Lady Eagles as they have unfurled a banner. There's the trophy, and we are getting ready for the regional round next week on AISD. So we ask God, please bless Texas and bless our troops, and we say good night from Pecos and Eagles softball field. Thank you.